Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Yoshi Tatsu. Yoshi Unleashed starts now.
Welcome, everyone, to Yoshi Unleashed with Yoshi Tatsu. I am one of your co-hosts, Lee Walker, and I am joined by KWK, Kayfabe Wrestling Collector, who also produces figures, which you have 4 days left to get that Yoshi Tatsu figure. Sean?
Well, by the time we are going to be broadcasting this, I think it's going to be the last day.
I'll get this up much faster.
Hi, guys. Thank you for coming in today. And you see Yoshi showing off the prototype that I sent him, that I brought him while I was in Japan last week. That's the actual prototype.
Yeah.
That's only 2 of these, just so you know.
Yeah.
Lee has one and I have one.
That's good.
And you know what? I think now would be a good time to interject and see the Yoshi Tatsu action figure commercial.
KWK presents KWK Kayfabe Heroes Yoshi Tatsu. Comes in 3 variants, and don't miss out on the chase prototype and test shots randomly inserted. KWK Kayfabe Heroes Yoshi Tatsu, available now through the following platforms. Brought to you by KWK and Porta Studios.
Wow, what a commercial. Guys, make sure you go and you order the Yoshi Tatsu figure. After all, there's 4 different versions of it that are located to different areas, but you can still buy all 4. And if you're a collector like me, you're going to have all 4.
You can buy all 4 at my store, shopkwk.com. And if you're in the US and you go, okay, you know what? I don't want to buy the 1 of 100 version. You can always go to the Asylum Wrestling store. And if you're in Canada, be sure to go to wrestlingmerch.com.
Awesome. So Yoshi, what do you think of your the prototype figure that you have?
Yeah, it's very cool and in detail is very good. Yeah, very good quality. So I love it. Yeah, if you have, please.
Oh, I was just gonna say, you brought up the detail. Like, you have just a close up of the figure and the dragon on your pants, and you can see the flag and everything. So very intricate just from the shot that I can see.
You see, Yoshi has been bringing this around everywhere ever since he got it.
But you remember when I was in WWE, I brought this one everywhere.
Yeah.
So this time, same thing I will do as using this KWK Cafe action figure. I'm bringing all everywhere.
You're going to have 3 other prototypes of each of the other versions. But I thought I'll bring you this one first, that's all.
It's very cool.
Speaking of something cool, Lee.
Yeah.
I think we have to show that picture. I think we have to show that picture. This is okay. So let me give everyone a little bit of story. So while I was in Japan, Yoshi has been so busy that I was only able to see him for 2 days. Yeah. And before he came out to see me, he was at the salon. So Yoshi started taking that picture and showed me. And I thought it's the funniest thing ever. So I sent it to Lee. So Lee, let's show everybody how Yoshi looked.
What picture?
What picture?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. What picture, Yoshi?
I think Yoshi forgot about that one.
Yoshi, I apologize for this one.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, I have seen Yoshi looking like a grandmother.
No, dye my hair and cut my hair.
I know you went from red to blonde now.
Yeah.
But I thought it's like the funniest stuff ever. It's just the whole look of it.
Yeah. But it's good. I always bring protein bar. It's good, right?
Well, another way to promote a product, because Yoshi's actually spokesperson on that protein bar as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know why he sent me this. He sent me the picture and then with a protein bar. I'm like, what?
Let's get that protein bar as a sponsor.
Yeah.
After that. So Yoshi,
Yeah.
quite a lot has happened here in the States as far as WWE goes. And the biggest news stems from Survivor Series War Games.
Yeah.
CM Punk made his WWE return.
Yeah.
Someone buys me dinner. Someone buys me dinner.
I will buy buy Starbucks.
Really? Damn, you so cheap. You so
No.
cheap.
No, I didn't know the correct story on 2014. So when Punk go fire from WWE, I didn't know the correct story. So it's not my fault.
Now he's backtracking everything. This guy.
So for you fans at home, there was a bet going on between Sean and Yoshi on if CM Punk would actually return to WWE.
Mm.
Sean won the bet.
Mm.
Sean was the only one that could see Punk going back, where Yoshi and I we're on the same page here. We did not think it could be possible based on what had happened in the 2014 on how Punk was fired. But Yoshi, what do you think about CM Punk returning to WWE?
Yeah, I was very surprised, and I think that is amazing. You know, when I thought when he go fire in WWE 2014, I thought CM Punk and WWE sue each other about his like how should I say English, like this.
Oh, because of his injury and all the stuff, right?
Yeah. So I thought they sue each other. That's why. So still the relation is bad. That's why I thought Punk never returned to WWE. But I misunderstood. So WWE doctor sue CM Punk and Colt Cabana. Not WWE didn't sue CM Punk. So yeah, I misunderstood. So it's good thing. Yeah, I was very surprised. But when he go fire, I know when he go fire, Punk insult Vince and Triple H, like speak hero of Vince McMahon and Triple H. So that's why I was surprised to return to WWE. So that means Triple H is smart. He's a businessman. So he didn't care what CM Punk said, like a talk shit about Vince and Triple H. He doesn't care. He's a businessman. If CM Punk has he bring lots of money to WWE, just use him. So I understand Triple H is smart. He's businessman. I thought.
Well,
what do you think? What do you think, Lee?
Well, after on the media scrum, Triple H had said that CM Punk is talked about a lot, and the fans wanted it. So if that's what the fans wanted, that's what the fans were getting, is basically what he was saying in the War Games media scrum after after the PLE. So I'm excited for it. I was watching it, and when I heard CM Punk's theme music hit, I jumped. I was laying down and I jumped, and I was like fully standing up like that. I fangirled. I fangirled. What did you think, Sean?
I wasn't surprised. But I think the way that they handled it, like they literally held it off until the very end. So Randy Orton's return will have time for the fans to sink in during the match. And then towards the end, boom, here we go. That's the surprise right there. Because everyone thought by that time, I mean, come on, it's the end of the show. You wouldn't have expected Punk would come out like that. And that's exactly what happened, and it did. And then everyone's reaction was insane. But to me, I'm looking at this like, okay, so Punk returning, obviously now, he has to be the number one babyface in the company. What does that say for Cody Rhodes? It's my question here.
Cody can't win. Punk is number one babyface, I think. No Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, but when Cody came back, he became the number one babyface of the company. I mean, merch sales and everything was number one. So now that Punk is back, that Cody's position has to be shaken a bit.
I think so. CM Punk replaced Cody Rhodes' place, I think.
They can't be on the same show. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, but then it's Cody facing Roman Reigns for WrestleMania. And from the looks of it, it looks like Seth Rollins is going to go against CM Punk.
Okay.
So right now, it's a matter of one thing, in my opinion, right now. If they're going to move to that direction, right? The direction will most likely be, okay, put one of them onto Raw, so Raw can be sold to a network for a decent price. Because right now, Raw is the only one that doesn't have a new deal. SmackDown has one already, and NXT has one, but Raw doesn't have one. So it has to be some sort of strategic move from WWE at this point.
Punk on Raw, Cody to SmackDown, since it seems like Reigns is going to be Cody and Reigns have to finish the story, so to speak,
Yeah.
right? And we've already kind of seen where it looks like, I would say, they're setting up for Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Yoshi, I want to get your thoughts on this clip that has been going around the internet, if you will. It is of Seth Rollins reacting to CM Punk and his return. So I want to get your thoughts on it, because there's another superstar too that reacted in a similar manner, but not similar manner. Where's my sound? Where's the sound?
Yeah. Yeah, seems like their story will start.
So Seth Rollins didn't seem too happy there. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, looks like he's happy. Looks like, yeah, seems like their story will start.
Yeah,
I think.
and the reason why, at least we think that's where it's going to go, is while Seth reacted like that, Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful.com had broken the news, from what I'd seen, that the talents were told before the main event that CM Punk would be coming out to the ring, or at least coming out and doing what he did.
So yeah, by the way, Seth like a middle fingers up to the Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't see that in detail, but looks like, yeah, middle finger up. Wow.
Yeah, he was middle fingers up and screaming what the middle finger stood for too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It is okay on TV?
That actually did not make it on TV, believe it or
Oh,
not.
yeah.
That was a fan shot video
Ah, okay.
of Punk, or of Seth Rollins, looking at Punk doing that.
Wow.
I mean, they could have had somebody film that and then say it was a fan thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, come on,
Yeah.
Yoshi, you've been in WWE, you know how it works sometimes. I mean,
Maybe.
I still think it's a work. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there may be like real heat between like Seth Rollins and CM Punk, but I mean, people have to understand WWE is not AEW.
Yeah.
Whereas WWE is more business oriented.
Yeah.
So doesn't matter you hate each other to a point that you want to strangle each other. That if it's making money, the higher ups will make it happen no matter what. I think that's a lot of fans that don't understand this one.
Yeah. Now, Yoshi, I'm going to read something to you that came from Fightful Select. This is their Patreon, that you pay for, and they had some news which the wrestlers were pulled aside before War Games, at which point they were informed that Punk's return would be happening in the final moments of Survivor Series. Fightful further noted, there are numerous talent on the roster that are generally upset. At least one talent claimed to be legitimately upset over Punk's return, and there have been claims that Rollins and McIntyre's reaction to the return were genuine, although those claims would be made for obvious reasons. Now, that was Seth's reaction. Drew McIntyre's reaction, Yoshi, was he had stormed out of the ring, out of War Games, and left the arena without saying a word to anybody.
So Drew got angry to CM Punk to return.
So it's kind of unaware if it's related to CM Punk or not, because according to what's being talked about online, he didn't say a word to anybody. He just stormed off and left.
Really?
Yoshi, do you know if Drew ever had any heat with Punk?
I don't think so. But when we were in WWE, like CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and me, we are on same time. But like CM Punk was top. Then me and Drew is like in the bottom, like that. So I don't think Drew get hit from CM Punk. Cause Drew is like I think his position was here, the Punk was here, so I think Punk didn't care about Drew McIntyre a long time ago, so I don't know.
Yoshi, let me ask you this. You worked with CM Punk, and CM Punk as a person seems to be hit or miss, whether you like him or don't like him. How was he perceived in the locker room when you worked with him in WWE? Was it like a hit or miss thing with him there?
When I was in WWE, Punk was very nice to me. So, but I know some people says Punk is always like very frustrated and he's mean. So yeah, how should I say? Not don't like him, but many people, some people say
stay
like
away
this.
from him.
Yeah, like that. But because he always like mean, like very frustrated.
So he was pretty grumpy.
Like that.
Yeah.
But just to stay away. That's it. I think everybody likes him. I think I don't know, but I like him. Then he was nice to me always. But just I feel, some people like stay away.
Well, I don't think there's any details on his contract or anything like that, because it was reported that he literally signed like that day. So I guess we'll be finding out a lot more on Raw on Monday. So
I think Triple H mentioned something along the lines of they met within an hour and they just signed a deal.
Yeah.
So I think which I was a little bit surprised, because knowing the whole situation previously, when how Punk was very frustrated with WWE and the way that he left, Triple H just sat down with him and just talked for an hour, and they signed a deal. Now, I may be a little bit of conspiracy theorist here, but any one of you guys remember when Punk went backstage of a WWE event with rest of the boys and he was being asked to leave while he was in AEW? There was an incident like that when he was being suspended and he was backstage at the WWE event. He had a small talk with Triple H and then was being asked to leave. And that made quite a bit of headlines at that point. And then when he returned to AEW, he got into that situation which he got fired. Now, it looks more like to me that he was trying to get fired from AEW so he could return to WWE. It does make it like that right now.
He is smart. I like him. Yeah.
So I'm in a group chat with some podcasters and stuff. And Sean, I'm so glad you brought up the whole conspiracy theory thing, because I literally said, here's what I said. So, who wants to bet Punk purposely got fired? That was my comment last night at 10:48 p.m. Well, it was a little after 10:48 p.m. That's just the timestamp on my phone when messages started going off. But that was my comment. So, kind of looking like a WCW thing all over again, with wrestlers purposely getting fired to want to go elsewhere.
Well, now is the time to think about who is trying to purposely get fired from AEW so they can return to WWE.
He want to WWE. That's why he go fire from AEW on purpose. You think so?
That's what I think, but we'll never know the real reason.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that he left as well, and to a point where Tony Khan has to come out, which I still find it funny, that Tony Khan said that he was scared of his life backstage, and he had no choice to fire Punk. And
really?
everybody was thinking, why in the hell was he that scared? If it was something like a normal scuffle between wrestlers, I mean, Yoshi, you were in on one that you and Sheamus slapped each other backstage, right? But that's that. But it's not like, oh, you know what? That's such a big deal to a point where, oh, now we got to fire him. So it does make sense that, Punk did that deliberately so he could go back to WWE.
I actually found an article on it.
Yeah. Can you share screen?
Yep, So here it is. More details on what CM Punk was doing backstage at WWE Raw. The All Elite Wrestling stars showed up at the site of WWE Raw last night in Chicago and spoke with some talents backstage, including Triple H, before being asked to leave. So how did all this come to happen in the first place? An update from Mike Johnson of PWI Insider. CM Punk was traveling back from Florida, where he was doing commentary for Cage Fury Fighting Championships. The All Elite Wrestling star ended up on the same plane with several WWE talents and was informed during the flight that Raw was scheduled for the Allstate Arena in his hometown. Punk decided to go at some point, and some of the WWE talents got him into the backstage area. Apparently, he squashed heat with The Miz and Triple H, who told him he needed to check in with the big guy to make sure it was okay that he was there. Roughly 20 minutes after arriving, WWE security approached Punk and informed him that he wouldn't be allowed to remain there. The All Elite Wrestling star was respectful of the decision, said his goodbyes, and would leave without an issue. So that was roughly 7 months ago. So that
I still think there was some talk between Triple H and Punk during that short 20-minute period. It has to.
There had to have been. I agree with you.
There had to be. I mean, you can't just squash heat that fast. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Yoshi?
I don't believe either.
So you think Punk deliberately got himself fired from AEW so he could return to WWE?
Maybe he's a smart guy, so maybe.
Okay, so let's let's put you in that situation, Yoshi.
For me,
If you are in a company,
yeah,
that you don't feel right, and another company approaches you and say, "Hey, if you could get out of that damn contract, we'll sign you in a heartbeat." Would you try everything that you can to get out of that company's contract and go to this new company?
yeah. I will. Yeah,
At least he's honest.
Well, Yoshi's honest, as always, which is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, same thing.
I don't blame you on anything. But if you look at CM Punk's run in AEW, okay, has it really been that great? Honestly, besides the feud that he had with MJF. I felt it was more like a clusterfuck more than another. That's my opinion. Sorry I dropped the F-bomb.
I mean,
yeah, but
Yoshi, you go
No.
first.
no. But many people is going to happy return Punk to WWE, so it's a good thing.
And there's some
Right.
people that will not be happy with CM Punk back in WWE.
The wrestlers, right?
There will be some wrestlers, I'm sure.
Yeah, but friends first. Looks like friends are very happy.
Yeah, fans are very happy. Yeah.
But I know the couple of boys doesn't like that situation. So, but business first. Yeah, Triple H is smart businessman.
Somebody take away Tony Khan's cell phone right now. That's what I'm saying. Because I don't know what Tony Khan is going to say on Twitter.
Yeah.
speaking of Tony Khan and AEW, let's switch gears to AEW, if you will. And speaking of
What?
business, and
Yeah,
speaking of
what? Sorry, what Tony Khan said about CM Punk return to WWE?
No, he hasn't said anything yet,
nothing.
which is good. Which is good.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be something though.
Oh God.
But on the business side, since we're talking about that with WWE, there was something that I was kind of shocked about, Yoshi, and you would know more about stuff like this than Sean and I would. Will Ospreay joined AEW, signed his AEW contract, but is still under his contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now, the contract with New Japan ends in February. He came out on AEW Dynamite, signed his AEW contract, and then let the fans know that he had to finish his contract with New Japan before he came to AEW. So I would first like to know, on the business side, what are your thoughts of signing, like a wrestler signing a contract with another company, but already, still signed somewhere?
I think it's bad thing because they are contract, right?
Mhm.
So, but yeah, as you know, some foreigner wrestler make right of New Japan. So Ospreay is not first person to break contract, right?
True.
So, right? So I'm not surprised. Yeah.
But I heard I think Tony Khan I think it was the fact that New Japan gave Will Ospreay the blessing to negotiate with other companies before his contract ends. So I think that I'm a little bit surprised lately with over the last year of how many foreign talents, especially top foreign talents in New Japan, has left for either AEW or, well, mostly AEW. So what does that say about New Japan at this point, in your opinion?
I have no idea, but if New Japan do something do like if New Japan sue some wrestlers, maybe some wrestler doesn't do break contract, but New Japan nothing to do after break contract for the wrestlers. So that's why, still keep doing, I think.
But do you think that shows because New Japan right now, may be in its roughest shape, in my opinion, since I would say maybe since the elite has left for AEW. And now the top heel that New Japan has right now is Dave Finlay.
Yeah.
and everybody else, like pretty much all the heels are the ones that switch from LA Dojo to become the members of Bullet Club. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the work from Gabriel Kidd. Like I saw him in Korakuen Hall a few days ago, and I think his stuff it's pretty decent. His heel work and stuff like that's pretty decent. But do you think in such a short period of time, with Ospreay definitely will be gone, I would say most likely after New Year Dash, which is January 5th. So between now and January, you're talking about what, a tour and a half left? You know, how many guys can they have to replace Ospreay? Because they already lost Jay White, which is why they finally suddenly, out of nowhere, became the leader of Bullet Club.
Yeah.
But, you know, who are you going to be put into Ospreay's spot?
I think nobody, because my opinion, Ospreay is a special. I think
Yes.
nobody take place. Yeah, take his place. I think.
So basically, if you're booking New Japan and you're in this situation,
yeah,
and you look through the entire roster, okay, who in your opinion can kind of move up the ladder a little bit? Because we don't know what will happen to Zack Sabre Jr. after January, because all the contracts are up in January. I mean, let's be honest, you know, everyone talks contract on, you know, before January 4th, and then to decide who stays and who leaves.
Yeah.
But after that, you know, how many guys are going to stay at this point, especially with the Japanese currency rate? It's bad compared to the US dollar.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, Lee, something you don't know here, a lot of the foreign talents are being paid in Japanese yen. So if they exchange it to US dollars, it doesn't look great at times.
What's the exchange rate right now?
Oh, the exchange rate, I think, hold on a second, let me just dig it out. I have that in front of me all the time.
Very bad.
Okay, right now it's $1 to 149.465 yen. So
Yeah.
which is, I think, let's see, over the last month has seen quite a bit of a drop.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
before, it was 151 or so, close to 152 yen to $1. So, you know, it may not be a lot, but, you know, once you add everything up, say, you know, you have a contract of $1 million, for example, you know, that turns into yen. You know, that dropped quite a bit.
Wow.
So I do you think, Yoshi, after January there will be a lot more foreign talents leaving New Japan?
I think so. Yeah. Well, who is top foreigner wrestler? Who will be?
Well, the only two I can think of right now is Tama Tonga and Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
Because Ospreay's leaving, so you know that leaves the two of them.
Yeah.
And then you have someone like ELP.
Yeah, but I think they don't have charisma, I think.
Don't think so? I mean, Tama's cool. Tama's cool. I like Tama when he's a heel.
Yeah.
Zack is probably one of the best mat technician out there.
Yeah. Yeah, by a process of elimination. So yeah, maybe Zack.
And not only that, WWE did actually show interest of Tama at one point.
WWE.
Yeah. Even Tama talked about it. So maybe.
But he's old, right? No.
Yeah, he's like what? I think he's my age. He's 43.
Right. He's yeah.
So well, at this point in time, I think there was a chart that was showing WWE's top talents comparing to, I think it was 2004 or something. And it showed that the top talents in WWE right now are mostly over 40.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if like WWE just go, hey, you know what? Let's take another one in.
Yeah. I think yeah, the age does matter if the wrestler has popularity and bringing money. I think doesn't matter. So NXT is like under 30 years old or something, right? But I think it doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter, I think.
Now, Yoshi, I'm going to transition here, guys. You do death matches, and at AEW Full Gear, we had Hangman Adam Page taking on Swerve Strickland in a Texas death match. Now, I'm going to share my screen on this one.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah.
I gotta ask Yoshi, what do you think of this spot?
Yeah, that was gross. Yeah, that was gross. Dirty. No.
No?
I don't get it. It's gross.
Well, I lit another one after I saw
it.
It's too much, way too much. No.
That's too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think I've seen anything like this in any of the death matches in Japan.
Yeah,
and people were saying like, you know, the crazy shit that Jun Kasai do and like stuff like that. I don't think Kasai even do that kind of shit.
Yeah, no, he didn't do that.
So Yoshi, you would not do that in a match.
No, I think this is I don't know. This is like different of wrestling. No, like not wrestling, you know. No, it's gross. Dirty. It's too much.
I mean, you know, maybe they have a really good blood testing system that you know they're like, oh, you know, it's good and everything. But what if someone is contaminated with something?
Yeah, that's dangerous.
You know, I'm actually so glad that Sean you brought that up, because that reminds me of the Abdullah the Butcher and
Hannibal.
Yeah, Devin Hannibal with the fork incident.
Yeah,
and he ended up getting Hannibal ended up getting hepatitis C as a result, because Butcher wasn't using
Abdullah the Butcher.
Oh yeah. It's kind of dangerous, no? So Adam drank the blood or just missed?
Oh no, it was. I can share the screen again. It was full. It fully went.
You want me to light another one?
No, It doesn't matter. Still dirty.
Yeah,
if he didn't drink.
he had
He downed that shit.
Yeah, he right in his mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, he downed that shit. No, he didn't spit it out. He downed that shit.
Yeah. After that, he spit, right? Like a mist.
Mm-mm.
No, he drank.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. It's dirty, you know.
And wasn't Adam Page a teacher at one point?
Yes, they actually they talked about that, I believe, in the promo, like before the match, or like Excalibur brought it up that he was a teacher before the match or something.
Yeah, imagine a student seeing that. Like, our teacher is doing that now? What? I'm sorry, but you know, I understand, you know, wrestling, you push the envelope all the time. And I totally get it, but doing that, what does that accomplish? Yoshi, have you seen anything like this in your career? Like ever?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe Jun Kasai, around him, maybe.
Yeah, but not drinking blood. I've seen him drinking his opponent's blood. I've seen some of his crazy shit.
Maybe somebody did in Japan, but I don't remember. Yeah.
I mean, if you're facing Adam Page, okay, in a death match like that, and he wanted to do that spot, what would you say to him?
I don't care. He drink my blood, right? I don't care, but I don't want to drink his blood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tasted my own blood. It don't taste good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, tastes like steel, right?
Yeah. It's gross.
Yeah, gross.
Ugh.
So, okay. What the audience think about that? Some people say yes. How many people say like yes? How many people say no? Like percentage?
I saw a lot more people that were grossed out by it. And I did see a tweet that did get a lot of responses, and it was a photo of Paige drinking Swerve's blood, and it was everybody complaining that we want the Attitude Era back. And then they were like, this was Attitude Era like, and everyone hates it.
Yeah.
But
well, Yoshi's a big fan of Attitude Era.
Oh, yeah. I am too. Right. I grew up on it. So,
but Yoshi, is that something you expect from Attitude Era?
Yeah, Attitude Era, I like.
Yeah, I know that, but that blood drinking spot,
I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither. Not even Gangrel.
Yeah.
And Gangrel had that vampire gimmick, but you know, yeah. I just don't think he would do it either.
Like very old school death match, like Abdul the Butcher.
Yeah, but they will probably just lick the face or something, not like drip it out and like this.
I don't know. Maybe Jun Kasai did. I don't know. Or around his wrestler.
I mean, I've seen like Bruce Brody or Abdullah the Butcher like doing maybe something like maybe licking the head of the wound or something, but
Yeah,
that's like very far fetched already.
yeah.
But
I
man,
I don't think I could see this spot in the Attitude Era though.
me neither.
Yeah, me neither.
But then again, like the Undertaker did carve up Midian and like sacrifice him, if you remember.
Yeah,
But I mean, I think that was like the most maybe morbid-ish type thing I remember seeing. You know what I mean? With anything blood related. I don't think this goes too far, like a lot of fans are thinking. Because I mean, it got everybody talking about it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So if everyone's talking about it, in my opinion, it did its job. The spot did its job. It had everybody talking about it, whether it's good or bad. It still had everybody talking about it.
but you know what? The question is, what does Warner Brothers think right now? You know, they're still negotiating a new deal.
Yeah, I would probably say that. Well, it happened. It didn't happen on TV, so.
Yeah, it happened. It happened at pay-per-view, but at the same time, you know, rumor has it that Warner Brother owns a percentage of the AEW footage. So if they own a percentage of that footage, think about how they are gonna go into a renegotiation with Tony Khan, and they show that. I mean, that's no turning back. Like if you're going to a negotiation with TV network and the network say, if you're gonna have this shit on my network, you're out. Most of the networks won't take that. No, I highly doubt even HBO or Netflix will do it.
Actually, I've got a great question for Yoshi here. Yoshi,
Mm.
if you were a network executive, would you go with a company that had a wrestler drinking someone else's blood? Or would you go with a company where they portray a manager and others around him snorting cocaine?
Yeah, so I have a question. Was that not PG? Not PG? Parental guard?
The cocaine part with NWA?
Yeah, and the drinking blood spot. No PG?
Definitely not PG.
Really?
Definitely not PG here in the States. That's definitely a PG-13 and up type deal, I would say.
Right? But
Yeah.
they're already on TV, right?
Well, they were both on pay-per-views is when these
Okay.
so it wasn't done on like the networks that they're on. So in an update we had brought up in the last show with the incident with James Mitchell and NWA for their
Yeah.
pay-per-view, the cocaine spot, they did get on the CW app. They are on the app. So I don't necessarily think that spot affected that.
Mm.
However, I would say, in my personal opinion, it's I'd be more upset with the cocaine spot than the blood spot. That's my personal opinion. Yoshi, if you
No.
were, no,
Yeah,
you,
same thing.
yes,
Yes.
you'd be more upset with the drug spot than the blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Why would you
more
be more upset at that?
the drug is more dangerous. Like yeah,
Okay. For me, it's
drinking. Yeah,
kids watching.
yeah, that's a problem. So yeah, the drinking blood spot is bad too, but the cocaine spot is more like worse than blood. Yeah, drinking blood spot. I think. Yeah, I'm same opinion. Yeah, as
Okay.
we. Yeah.
Sean, if you were an executive of a network, which spot to you is worse?
I will probably keep the cocaine spot. Believe it or not.
Why?
Because we already have something like Breaking Bad and stuff like that already on TV. And whereas this part of like drinking blood and stuff, I know I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I'm going with the mindset of the quote unquote suit. They will be thinking like you're actually drinking a live person's blood on TV. What's next? Cannibalism.
Yeah.
I know I'm exaggerating a little bit, but that's what some of these TV execs will think. Whereas a drug spot, they just go, hey, don't do this again. We're going to put you guys on review for a little while. But, wrestling with blood, which AEW has been doing for quite a bit, pretty much every single damn show. So how can AEW be able to ensure that this type of spot will happen again? Right? I mean, with the cocaine spot, if I were Billy Corgan, slap on the wrist and go, hey, don't do it again. James Mitchell never appear on NWA ever. Done. But how are you going to do that with that blood drinking spot? Especially when it is a Texas death match, which is not even a traditional Texas death match anyway. And they have done multiples on that on TV. So the TV execs will put one to one together. That's what they will do. So I think that spot is actually way more dangerous than the drug spot. I mean, as far as being a TV exec looking into a wrestling company is concerned.
Okay.
So pay-per-view is okay to drinking blood, you think? If the match was on TV, Adam didn't drink blood, you think?
Honestly, at this point, I don't even know any more of AEW. I'll be straight and honest. Like the stuff that they have done. I mean, some may say is okay, but to me, there are a lot of stuff that I just don't get anymore. Maybe I'm too old school. I don't know.
I'm 50-50 if he would have done it on like Dynamite or Collision or Rampage, you know what I mean? I feel like if it was done on TV, there might have been repercussions from the network type deal. With it being on a pay-per-view though, I'm less likely of there being like repercussions towards it.
I mean, not even ECW would have done something crazy like that. Like, being straight and honest, not even ECW would do something crazy like that.
I got to agree with you because I think their craziest person on that roster was New Jack.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, he was bashing people's skulls and jumping from various parts of the arena where no one should be jumping. You know what I mean? I don't think
And drop acid backstage, causing a scare.
I don't think you would see New Jack doing something like that.
I don't even recall CCW did that. Yeah.
The worst thing I can think of in any sort of relation to this spot, hear me out. And it was not a real spot, but it was when Priscilla Kelly, who we know as Gigi Dolan in NXT, pulled her tampon out and stuffed it on its mouth.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can compare this to, I guess. That's now that just came up in my head. So that's the only spot I can compare this to. And that was an indie show, which that would never make TV. That would never make a pay-per-view with a company like WWE or AEW or any of the big companies.
Right. I mean, Yoshi, I don't know if you used to watch IWA Japan.
Okay.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, there were some crazy spots there. Like, the 10-inch nails. The most famous one is 10-inch nails.
Yeah.
Where like, you put someone's head and actually grind it. I think that's like the craziest shit that we're pretty much seen in Japanese wrestling.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think Tajiri from IWA, right?
Yeah, when he first started, he was in IWA, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't recall he did any of that stuff. He was doing a lot of junior stuff.
Yeah, no deathmatch.
Yeah. So if you are in a death match, okay?
Yeah.
And these spots come up, like what would be the worst thing that you would do in a death match? I want to see what your boundaries are.
Okay, I will check the in English. I don't know the
like the craziest stuff that you will do for death matches. What will you do?
Oh no, like a drawing pin.
Like thumbtacks?
Yeah, thumbtacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbtack.
On the head?
Yeah, like everywhere on the back.
On the back, not on the head.
Like in the back, like hundreds of.
Yeah, I know, but would you do that to the head?
No. Yeah, it's gross. No.
Well, some people has done it. I think AEW has done that.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think at the back it's okay. It's just kind of like you do acupuncture.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
it's not.
The acupuncture stuff is like this long, so it really doesn't get further into the pressure points.
And that was very bad. The pro fluorescent right deathmatch.
Hmm.
Do you know fluorescent?
Who was it?
Fluorescent right.
No, I don't
Deathmatch.
know. I don't know.
Yeah. It is.
Fluorescent light, like fire, like
No.
like gasoline, like gasoline.
No, the light tubes, the fluorescent
Oh,
light.
oh, yeah. There were a lot of those in. I think it was in ZZW at one point. They had a lot of
Yeah.
those, and I think there was some in IW Japan as well.
Yeah. So I heard after the match, so many like a small piece of fluorescent light on the back or everywhere. Then like after a couple of weeks or a couple of months, then come out from the inside from their body.
Oh,
Yeah, couple of weeks, couple of months.
good lord!
Not a couple of days. Couple of days in body.
Oh,
Then after a couple of weeks, couple of months, then suddenly come out from their body. That's crazy.
no wonder Jun Kasai's body is like so scarred up. Like,
Yeah,
Lee, I don't know if you have ever seen Jun Kasai, like, come out, and his entire body is mutilated. You thought Sabu's scar was bad. His scars was like 10 times worse, like if not 100 times worse.
yeah.
I'll have to look up. I'm over here cringing at everything I'm hearing.
I need to show you Kasai's picture, like, because there ain't nobody like him. Like you talk about the true death match, like true death match king. I mean, Kasai second to none. I mean,
Yeah.
Yoshi may be the ass kicker, but he's no king on that one. I can tell you this much.
Mm.
All this talk of fluorescent tubes and drinking blood. I'm
What the fuck is up with this episode?
tapping out.
Yeah.
I'm tapping out. I don't know how you do it, Yoshi, with some of this, but I'm tapping on. I'm tapping and I'm not even getting my foot in the ring yet. I'm tapping.
Yeah.
I want Yoshi to train me.
Mm.
Because I'll be at his corner in January. So yeah, he probably has to teach me a thing or two.
Yeah. I'm Japanese ass kicker.
Just make sure there's training videos.
Yeah.
I have to see those training videos.
That I'm gonna fall on my ass or fall on the back of my head and just go, my entire back ain't working today.
So Yoshi, do you have anything coming up wrestling next weekend or anything?
Yeah. So day after tomorrow, I have match in Korakuen Hall, All Japan show.
Very cool. Who are you facing?
I don't remember, like 6 men, I think.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, for next week's show, you'll have to update us on that match and how everything goes. And
Yeah.
at that point, next week's show, the Yoshi Tatsu figure that you're seeing displayed, the pre-order will have ended. so we can get an update from Sean on that. And fans, we will give you all sorts of updates from WWE, AEW, and anything that happens in the wrestling world. You can go back and listen to other episodes of this podcast on Spotify, Google, Podbean, Podbay, Red Circle, anywhere podcasts are found. You can also go and watch videos of the podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/Yoshi Unleashed or youtube.com/Yoshi Unleashed. Yoshi, close us out.
Okay, thank you for watching Yoshi Unleashed. Don't drink blood.